Joining us now is former Pennsylvania Governor Ed Rendell. He also served as the mayor of Philadelphia. Governor, good to have you with us tonight. Thanks for the time.
My pleasure, Scott.
How is this going to work?
Your guess is as good as mine. No, I think what's going to happen is if I listen to the president, and of course he changes from day to day. Yesterday he was going to give all the orders and he was going to do the plans for reopening. Now today it's the governors that were going to do it. Someone gave him a lesson in the Constitution. But in any event, I think the way it's going to happen is it's going to be a gradual reopening. We're not going to push a button and things are going to be back to normal. In fact, Lord knows when we're going to be back to normal. But I think we'll start with businesses that, and again, this is all based on adequate testing. And regardless of what the president says, we don't have adequate testing now. We don't have testing enough to really reopen with some degree of confidence. But I think we can do bit by bit. More businesses can be added to the list of businesses that are allowed to be open. There can be testing of their employees. There will be some states that are more spread out, that don't have dense populations, will probably be allowed to, not allowed, but will open more quickly than others. States that have big cities like New York and Philadelphia and San Francisco, they're going to be probably near the rear end of places that are open.
How do you balance the safety of your residents? And I'm speaking, for example, let's put you back in the chair in Pennsylvania. It's a big state. You have a large city in Philadelphia. How do you balance the safety of your residents with wanting to get the economy of a state like that and a city like Philadelphia back going again?
Well, it's interesting. The safety of our residents is key to getting the economy back going again. If we open too soon and there's a new outbreak, that not only means we got to go back and do mitigation, but worse still, that would be a really damaging blow to the economy. When we open, we better be prepared to stay open and gradually build up. That's the way to rebuild the economy, to have fits and starts, states in mitigation, opening up, and then going back to mitigation because it didn't work. That's the most disastrous consequence. So I think the two goals are somewhat self-reinforcing. Public safety, what's good for public health, reducing the number of cases, reducing the deaths. Those things are important to making sure that the economy can go back and grow steadily.
Yeah.
But if you have to make a choice, you make the choice on behalf of public safety, public health, and avoiding death.
There are going to be some states, inevitably, that do open as testing is not necessarily in the place that it needs to be. It may have to be on a leap of faith that you're going to be able to ramp up testing to what's required to be able to sustain this, right?
If I were governor, I wouldn't do a leap of faith with people's lives. I simply wouldn't. I think our economy will recover. The question is when it recovers. The question is what damage happens to us in the interim. I think the recovery plans have been good. I think we do need more money put into the PPP because that's where the small businesses are and the ones that are least likely to sustain themselves through this. We have to do certain things, but I think we've got to make sure we do it right. We do it gradually. We do it with as much testing as we possibly can. And it's okay to do it in some areas and not in others. But I like the fact that states are building sort of compacts, the 7 states in the Northeast and the 3 states on the West Coast, because there's so much mobility that comes to an open and vibrant economy that it's essential that everybody opens under the same game plan in those areas.
Governor, we appreciate the time very much. We'll talk to you again soon. That's Governor Ed Rendell, the former Pennsylvania governor, joining us. You as well.